Hello guys! Hi! I'm so sorry I'm late. How are you? It's so beautiful seeing all of you. Paga, Tara, Luna, hi! And Fabian! Hi guys, how are you? The vault! Yay! I'm sorry you had to wait a little. Oh no, did she just leave? I had Dixie here. I thought she was gonna join in the stream, but she just left. See if she comes back. How are you doing, guys? Oh, it's so lovely seeing you. And Tara, I think a congratulations in order. It's so beautiful seeing you. I missed you. How are you guys? So I have not been streaming this weekend. There is a lot going on in the systems, or in the system I should say. So we need some time to handle things. It's just what's going on right now, but I'm so glad being here today. Yes, I am now part of a stream team. I do not know who sent me the invitation, but whoever it was, I thank you so much. I saw this beautiful team, The Garden, and I seen so many beautiful members, and it was a little bit of a silent wish to be part of it. And then when I went through different options, I just saw an invitation lying there for me. So it didn't pop up, it just said that, well, you have an invitation to join this team. And I was like, ah! So yeah, we are now we are part of the team, The Garden. Yay! It makes me so happy. But it was so funny because it was I was just looking through different options for the stream, you know, what we could do and how to set things up. And then right there it was. It just said you have an invitation. And I didn't know, I don't know, it didn't say, or I couldn't see who it was from. So whoever it was sending me that invitation, I thank you so, so much. It was a small little dream come true. Actually, so it's absolutely beautiful. You have an idea? Yeah. I do too, but we never know, Paka, you know? So, as always, I have no studio man here, so let me know with the audio levels. I'm sorry to be asking you this, but let me know if you can hear me, if you can hear the music and all of the rest. We'll be working on finding a solution to have it set up proper each time, but as for now, this is what we have. So let me let me know. Oh, that's good. You think the person is in chat? Could be, could very well be. So, shall we see if we can have the beam going today? Oh, Tara, it's so beautiful seeing you. Like I said, I think a congratulations is in order to you too. It's so beautiful seeing you. I missed you. I missed you. So, shall we see if we can get it working? And the queue is open, but it is Joy. The join is supposed to be an alias, but it doesn't really want to work with us, so it's Joy as previously. Let's see, it's warming up. Let's see if we can have the beam working. Also, Kepi, I would like to thank you. I'm not sure that you're here right now, but I would like to thank you for the beautiful donation given in between streams. Thank you so, so much. Oh, let's see. I appreciate it very much. There's one every time I get the command wrong. Yeah, but most queuing systems have join as the command to join the queue, which makes sense, right? And we have it as an alias, but it seems to only want the original command, which is joy for us, because we, or I shouldn't say we, Bempus has built the system from scratch, so that is why. I'm so bright today. Oh, thank you. I've taken the rest of the day off, or before streaming, I've done nothing but trying to breathe a little. So I'm just happy being here, being back streaming, because I missed you. And I think today is going to be a beautiful little stream. And we're going to have our readings and our chat and healing, as usual. And just enjoy this beautiful Tuesday together. And to most of you, good morning. It warms my heart that you want to go up and be part of this little corner. It makes me so, so happy. And I'm gonna try to stream better times in regards to different time zones. But as I said, right now it is a very rough little patch for us in the system, so some time is needed to be there for my twin, as is the case right now. So let's see if we can build this little beam. Let's see. There it is. It's very subtle, but it's here. It's gonna grow, I think. Let's see. I'm gonna find a way to have this always in a comfortable position for the beam, but because it matters so much on the temperature of the candle and how burnt it is, so to speak, really makes a difference in what height it needs to create this beautiful beam. So it's a very fluid little construction and a little life form. But I will see. I will do my best to try to figure this out. Yeah. What is going on? What's going on now? I ran out of awesome emojis, but I disabled my PayPal from Twitch when I noticed the 300 worth of charges. Oh, Tara, you're so beautiful, showing so much support to everyone. There's so many beautiful people on here on Twitch, and I wanted to talk a little bit about this because I can't share too much, but my twin is someone who is in the business where you can be seen. You know, it's a little bit being in the limelight or in the spotlight, and right now there's loads going on with people who are in, you know, well, in social media in general, who comes out, and people can enter, it's the same here on Twitch, people can enter certain communities and they can, you know, share their thoughts, and, you know, anyone can stream, essentially, if we talk about here on Twitch. And we were talking about this, how maybe it would be a good idea to, you know, to just have something, to a little bit of an educational system, just to see that people who want to, because essentially you're letting someone else lead your voice a little bit when supporting a community, and we are human. And so it's this important discussion that we're having right now, if maybe there should be some form of educational system before becoming a content creator or a streamer or of any sort of person who can lead other people's voices. Not that it's not, I think you understand what I'm talking about. And so this is actually a very real discussion in the system right now as well, because anyone can really take the spotlight, but it's also very important to make sure that what you share and what you stand for is something that the people who are following you can be comfortable with. And I think it's very important to be transparent and open. And so I want to say that there are so many beautiful creators here on Twitch who really have their heart for what they're doing. And I think that transparency and being open is so important. It's such a great part of this. You know me, how I feel about these sort of things, and I think it's so important. But I also understand people who, you know, use that little, we almost go into a role because we want to be professional, but when we find ourselves in that role, sometimes we can also say and do things that we wouldn't otherwise do because of feeling like there is a role to be played. In a way, I'm not going to talk about this too much, but it is a very real discussion and a very real topic right now that we are discussing, and that is quite interesting, you know, in how we look at it, because anyone and everyone have the right to have their voices be heard, but not everyone have the strength or the energy to, or are not able to in other circumstances. And no matter, I think doing this is such a beautiful, beautiful way of reaching those who also maybe don't have that ability, that capacity to have their voices be heard. And so therefore it's such an important thing that we are doing, and we should take it very seriously. So I'm just saying that there are so many beautiful people on here on Twitch, and I'm so thankful for you appreciating their work, because what we do is really is as a community bringing voices forward, and have a good time, right? I'm not going to talk more about it, I apologize, but it is quite an important discussion. The mental health for all is so important. Yes, I think it's about support. We're all playing a role, though. The giant cosmic play. Yes, indeed, we are. It's so interesting. Hi, also David. Hi. It's so interesting because what we are dealing with right now in the system is what my brain sees as being a form of manic depression. And so I've spoken about this with my twin. My twin's case is how my brain registers as being a manic depression, and this is such an individual reaction and individual situation for each and every one of us, of course. But I try to get as many viewpoints as possible. You know me, it's so important for me to see things from as many different angles as possible in order to stay open, and it's just the way I like to do things. And so I've asked around a little from people who have experienced similar situations before, and one thing that came up, my fiance were talking to his mother, and she talked about how if we were to bring everything in the entire universe, if you were to make that into if we were to remove, essentially, if we were to remove all the air that we are made up of, so all the air in the universe, and we were to just leave what is left with this compact form, the entirety of the universe will fit into the size of one sweet pea if we were to remove all the air. And she said that it's when we realize this that this might happen, because we feel we're so small, we don't make any difference, or we have no purpose. And so the manic depression comes therefore from what she has experienced with people she had met before, from needing to find that purpose. And what I find to be so beautiful with this little thought is that if everything fits into one small sweet pea, then everything does. It doesn't matter how large or how small, because everything fits. That means all is equal still. And we are still experiencing our life. So it's not that you fit into a small sweet pea, everything fits in there, which makes no difference in what we are, because we're still equal. You see what I mean? So I find this to be very beautiful in that sense. I realize how we feel we need to find purpose, but like I said, the entire universe fits into this. Not just you, but everything. So it's still the same experience of being part of the whole. And I spoke with a very dear friend of mine who said that what is so important is to speak about or to talk to the person saying how great they are. And what I said is the balance of being great and not having to feel we need to prove being great. And so this thought that can have us come into this form of depression, if we can use it instead as the inspiration and the confirmation that in reality we're all actually equal. And it's a beautiful thing. I just wanted to share that with you. The size doesn't matter. Yeah, I heard that before. Yeah, indeed. Living an experience of life is our purpose. Yes, creating it how you want. And it's happening right now. I said this so many times, but it truly is like that. It's happening right now, and it doesn't matter what we do with it. But it can create more or less happiness depending on how we choose to look at what it is we are doing. That's how I feel. So, I was thinking we should go into the readings today. It's quite interesting because I have my figures. I always do this the wrong way around. Show pointing there when it's right there. I have my figurines, and today there was some that wanted to come work with us, and it's quite an interesting spread. For example, there are 2 owls with us today, so we'll see if they will come forth. It's quite interesting. So we'll see what happens. So David, my friend, you are in the pending queue. Would you like to have your transference today? How do you feel? Take it a small workout, huh? Owls, I love owls, yeah. Oh, Amanda, hi! Beautiful seeing you. Hi, my friend, good morning. I'm a hoot today, yeah. What would you like today, David? Would you like a reading or healing, general or focused or specific? You know the drill. What would you like? If you would like something today, it's just you're in the pending queue, so it is, you are up if you feel like it. A general reading? Yes. Okay. See, it's very subtle, but it's right here. Huh? I think it's so beautiful. Okay, I'm just gonna move my little keyboard out of the way and come a little bit closer to the camera. Gonna scare you. Boom. Okay. 10 out of 10. Mm-hmm. Today I absolutely love it. Okay. So, David. Okay. It's a quite interesting energy, David. And let's start with it let's go into it gently. Because it's been a while since I did a reading last. What I feel, they want to talk about stress today, David, because it feels something is stressing you in a new sense. It could even be that it is because of nothing happening that is stressing you out, but I'm thinking about this information that you were looking for, that you were waiting on. Are you still waiting? Because it feels like not much has changed, but it feels like your experience of it has, as I usually say in our readings. And today, they definitely want to talk about stress. So I'm gonna light a candle and see what more I can get out of this frequency. But I would also, you're still waiting, yeah. Because it feels like nothing has changed, but it feels like you are, it's always this how you look at yourself and your emotions. Our feelings go very, very much throughout the day, as we spoke about before, being the waves. But what is interesting with you, David, is that I feel like your waves are very close to your undercurrent, which is our current emotional state that doesn't shift as often as the waves do. But it feels like your undercurrent is always a little bit being waiting, and so because of you not finding a real focus in how you actually feel, I'm not sure anyone can do, but I just sense this in a different way with you, that it feels like you are always trying to, you're not really sure where you are, and so the emotions that comes, or the feelings that comes, becomes very, very close to you, and you experiencing them as being a greater part. So it's almost like it's the emotional undercurrent, but it's not, because the emotional undercurrent and the main emotion is this waiting feeling, or this waiting emotion, sorry. And this is why when I read your energy, it just feels like you are shifting back and forth each time we read. There's something new, but it is old new, but it's not like these feelings that are shifting throughout the day. It is rather those feelings that are shifting throughout the day that comes to you in such a prompt way because of you having this emotional undercurrent of feeling, waiting for something. So when something comes in, you grab it as it is the foundation, in a sense, still very much with this looming sensation, if that makes any sense. So why you are so fascinating, and why I think you are asking for these readings, because you want to see change, you want to see if there is anything that can happen, because you are very much in the same emotional state. And what is so interesting with you getting these readings from me is that they always have this slight shift to them, but in a very, it's a looming state, it's a looming feeling, I'm gonna see what I can see in your frequency, David. Why are you not? We spoke a lot about creativity and putting your word out there and opening up and all of these things. And you are taking it to heart, but you're not doing anything to inspire change. So you walk in the same sort of, these wheels that you have turning by walking in them, that we have cats do nowadays. It just feels like you have this, you're walking in this wheel trying to have your life continue, having your life uphold, but you're actually creating a on hold by doing this. So you're coming in here and you're asking for these readings, but you are stood in front of the screen, walking still in this same wheel. So you take everything I say to heart, but in ways of wanting to create a change, of wanting to try something new, of actually daring to do it, you say okay, but you don't actually go through it. So this is why you're still in this waiting phase. Because we spoke about, creating this outlet of creativity. We spoke about all different sorts of ways that you can go about doing this, and it feels like you're taking it to heart and you are listening to what I'm saying, but you are thinking of it being as is someone else rather than you. So you say, yeah, that could be a good idea, but not really for me. But to me, you say, yeah, okay, I take it to heart, and then nothing really happens with it. So my question to you today, because we're talking about stress, and we want to know why you are asking for these readings, because it feels you are supporting me, but at the same time it feels like it's starting to become a habit in a way. So we can have as many readings as possible, and we can talk about different things, but I don't feel you are looking for anything specific. I don't feel like you take the inspiration really as the possibility and opportunity for change. So why would you say that you are asking to have these readings done, David? Is it just a way to spend time, and actually these readings being a way for you to feel like you can open up and be part of a community? Do you feel you have to? Because I don't feel you have to, but it's something that is not really correlating with me in this. So I'm asking you, what do you feel is the reason? Because I love you having these readings, but I would love for you to actually also let yourself create this change. That being said, I do see you doing the work, as I said before, and I do see you actually daring to be a part of community because of having these readings, or not because of it, but part of it. And so what we want to say is simply for that question to be heard, and to that question to be said and seen. Why are you actually doing it? Because it's not something you have to do. It's not an obligation you have in order to be part of this community. And I just want you to know that. And I know that you're asking other people for readings too, and I feel it's your way of trying to make yourself vulnerable, to inspire that change inside of telling yourself that you can actually be part of something. But you don't have to buy our love. Oh, that was something. And I'm not saying you're buying it by taking these readings, but you feel it is something that you need to do in order to be part of the community, rather than to actually take what it can give you and inspire yourself. You're enough just as you are, yeah. You see what I'm saying, David? Or how do you feel? Because for me, it feels like you want to fit in, and so you look at what does it mean being part of this community. It's about getting readings. Then I will do so in order to be right. You don't need to get readings in order to be right, David. I love for you to do it, and it's beautiful, but I want you to also, these are actually for you. It's not for me. I love doing them and they help me too, yes. But they are for you, David. So when you feel you want to take a reading, when you want to have a reading, and I know this was a pending one, so I know this was left from before, but still it feels like you feel it's something that you do, you simply do because of being part of the community. Do you understand what I mean? Because I feel confusion in your energy. Speak to me. Talk to me, my friend. What they're saying is that you probably do this subconsciously. So us bringing this up, this can actually help you in realizing why, maybe if it resonates with you, why you feel like you always have to put energy into being part of something. And I'm not saying put energy into it like we all do, in just, being there. But what I'm saying, and be respectful, but what I'm saying is it feels like you almost need this checklist. So you work as this chameleon, wanting to find the rules for being part of a community. And what it has to come down to is actually you. The only rule in any relationship is for you to feel comfortable. And this is you feeling comfortable both in your heart and your mind. Meaning that you feel you can be you. When we feel we can be us, we are in no danger of hurting someone else. So, and that's a very controversial topic, I know, but if we think about it, in the foundation of those words, it makes sense. So what I would suggest, because I realize that it gives you these pushes, these little marks of well done, you are in the right place when you do this. So what I suggest, David, if you don't really feel like, wow, I want a reading done, or I want a healing because I feel I would benefit from it in my comfort, in my well-being. If you still want those marks, because I do know this, I resonate with this, and it's nothing wrong. You can always do these small things, and we can have these small little checkups, because I know you don't want the whole world on your shoulders either. And sometimes these readings can give that experience. And so this community is simply for your comfort and a way for us to meet one another and to be part of something together. So if you feel you want those stickers, you know, when you read something out loud in class and you have a little sticker to tell for it, you can have those small things being done. And when you feel within yourself that you do want a reading, you do want a healing, because you feel it would do you good, then you can join the queue. But don't feel obligated to do so. There are many here who does this to support me, I'm well aware. And to all of you, I want to say that I love doing these, but I want us to be very transparent in why we do them also. Okay? Yeah, there you are, Tara. I thought so. That's so wonderful when I realize there's something in the reading that will help me through my day. So how are you feeling, David, in this? Because I'm sorry to tell you, my friend, I see your username and I see your online presence, but I also hope that I see you. And it's you who I see as a beautiful human being and would love to consider a friend. So I want to know how you are feeling, not in the position of being participating in this community, but you sharing this with other people, because that's what it comes down to. The stress of being heard can have us overlook us actually being seen. And here's the first owl. I get it now, it's actually two of them. Both will come up, and I see the reason for it. This is the first one. You know, owls can turn their heads all the way around, right? I think it's all the way around. Very close to. And when we're busy trying to look all the way around, we get a little bit dizzy. When we're busy, we get dizzy, and so we close our eyes to what is actually right in front of us. When I had appointments at my psychiatrist, I had every Tuesday, 3 o'clock. Wow, it's the same time as I was streaming today, actually. I would go see my psychiatrist. This was going on for 10 years when I was little. And each time I saw it as me having to find something to talk about. So I thought it was my responsibility to each day, every Tuesday, 3 o'clock, having come up with an issue so that my psychiatrist had something to work with. I saw this as my task, I saw this as my obligation. I was there to give my psychiatrist work rather than to find my own space in my life. I am no psychiatrist, but I resonate with what you are doing now, you see. When I then spoke with my psychiatrist, or I had adults talking about it, I can't remember how I heard this, but she was busy trying to understand how to move on forth when each week I had a new issue. I had something new coming up. And she wanted to continue with what was before. Vault donated! Thank you so much. Let me out. I have some bubbles and energy that I want to share from the vault. Thank you for your donation. I love it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. But you see, she wanted to move on forward with the issue that I brought up the week before. She wanted to be there to handle this at a pace that I could handle. But instead, each week I would handle something new. Because I thought that was my role. I thought that was my obligation. Rather than actually being there because of it was my time. I thought it was her time. I even apologized to her when things got too emotional. And she would say to me, "This is my work. I get paid to listen to you." And I say, "Yes, but you are also human, and I know that you will take this home." I took this responsibility. I was a child, but I was also her patient. And I thought that was my responsibility. It probably helped me in some way or form to go through what else was happening, so it was probably good for me in that sense. But if she had picked up on it before, and if she had brought that up to me, put it on the table, we could probably have done other work or have other work done. So what I'm saying is, since we're seeing this now, like I said, I'm no doctor at all, but I resonate with what you're doing. So you see, when we want to quickly turn all the way around, seeing from every direction to make sure that we are okay to be here, we have to close our eyes to what is right in front of us. That is what I have for you today, David. Does it make any sense to you? So what I want to give you is not appreciation for what you do for me. That comes with it. But it's actually finding a way for you to see your way forward and to feel safe in who you are. Not feel safe in who you are at the cost of you giving me your energy and time. It's about using that beautiful time in sharing experiences and moving on forward. I hope this feels okay. Because it's what we have today. Don't stress being loved. Love yourself also when you're stressed. Or know that you are loved also when you're stressed. Thank you, my friend. Are you okay? I just want a a little indication how you are? Okay, thank you. I really do appreciate the donation. Thank you so much. But you see, it's the same there. But you know this, because I know who the little wolf is. Thank you so much. I'm gonna see what you wrote. The wolf can speak. Yes. Oh no. Really? My mouse is gone. What do I do now? Oh dear. I had batteries up here before. Hey guys, I will need to have... Oh, now I woke up. I think I'm gonna head downstairs and go get another mouse. But now it seems to be working. That's interesting. Let's try for a little bit more. No, I will go... Oh, see, Dixie's back. I will head downstairs to go get another mouse because I need it in order to be able to open the readings up. Because Dixie is here, I will have to leave this little beam for now. I will have to blow it out because it is a live candle. So I will just pop downstairs and get myself a new mouse and I'll be right back. And then we have, just shake it. Nope. Pagakrise, you're up, and then Lady Luna. So Paga, you can think of what you would like today, and also remember the reading we just did because it speaks to all of you, and it's important. Okay, I'm gonna go get the other mouse. Sit tight. I'll be right back. Haha! Let's see, I got loads of different options. Let's see if we can have anyone work. Let's see. I am back. Thank you. Let's see if we can have this one work. Yes! First try. That's great. I apologize, it took a little bit of time. We are whoop! We're quite good at having integrated systems here in our house. And so this one, I'm a little bit out of breath. This one was plugged into our computer, which is connected to our TV, which is stood up on the box in which the computer is situated. So I had to remove the TV and open the box up and find this tiny little USB thingy that is connected to the mouse. That's why I'm a little bit out of breath. Okay. So I apologize for that. Paga, what would you like today, my friend? Let's bring the beam back as well. It's always a journey. Yep. See. Oh, there it is. A reading, of course. General, specific. I'm gonna have a little something to drink. General, yeah. Okay. Let me just see, so you are... Let's try. Boop. Yes, it works. Okay, we are back in business, guys. Shall we end with the one sentence? We'll see if we open or end the reading with the one sentence encouragement. Which one would you like, actually? Would you like to end it or open it with the one sentence? How do you feel? More of an inspiration. I learned not to spill. Okay. End it. Okay. So, Paga, the first thing that is coming through is very, very, very strong today. It's very strongly coming through. And that is, this is not what it was before. So this is not something that you have done before. Because why we are saying this is because of you having the tendency of fall back into feeling, I know what will happen, due to previous expectations and experiences. This is new. That is the first thing coming through. And that is the important part of this. And I realized that everything is always new, and there's a reason for everything. Today, because of what will happen today, this is what we want to bring you, and what is important for you to remember. Treat this as something completely new. And this surprises me a bit, because I would maybe say the opposite, but your guides are very, very, very firm with this today. This is, you don't know what this is, so have fun and explore it. Okay? I'm shouting, I feel. I apologize. But you have the habit of feeling, I know what will happen because I've seen it before and it's never a positive thing. That is not true. This is completely new. This is a new chapter. This is how we should treat it today. Okay? This is something new. It's the same thing they say over and over and over again. This is brand new in every sense of the word. So it will be a new Paga going there too. And with this, I simply mean let yourself breathe and make yourself feel, you know what? This is gonna be fun. And this is something that I don't know what will happen. And the surprise is what makes it such a worthwhile thing to do. We don't always have to know what will happen. Thinking I know everything, yeah. Today, leave all that. I know it's easier said than done, but it's like I said to you when we spoke before, Paga. It's your body, it's your mind, it's your existence. Tell yourself that it's okay. Show appreciation and love for what was before, and show yourself that change can actually be rather fun. It's okay to be scared. You know all of this because we spoke about it before, but it's okay to be scared and appreciate yourself for taking the precautions that was very, very valid and very important to you before, and love yourself in now going forward. Show yourself now is a new day. I am so proud of what you're doing that I can't even express it in words. As a friend and as a fellow human being, I am so proud of how far you come in realizing that, you know what, this is just the beginning of something new. And yes, it is part of life, and no, nothing is new as new. But if we can see it this way, and we can just be energized in that feeling, let's do this. I have to admit I'm a bit scared because this is something really new for me. Yes, and I will repeat what I said to you yesterday, is that change is scary. And our subconscious mind will try to keep us staying in what we know, in old habits. And so more and more negative things will turn up and will come to us because we want to stay with what we know. And that's okay. There's so many in chat right now that would resonate with this. It's okay. Change is super scary. And that's okay too. I just had Luna's energy coming in with the portals again. And just, yeah, when you see something completely different as a portal showing up in front of your face, it is scary. But take yourself in hand and dare walk through it and do it together. Together with yourself. With this man being scared. With this little boy inside, and appreciate you for what you have been and what you have done and who you are, and believe yourself in taking these next steps. You've been with the entire journey, and you're gonna be still. You're always gonna be the one being there. Just make up your mind, put your thoughts straight in, just have fun, and know that the subconscious will bring up negativity, because change is terrifying, but it's also part of life. Let's do it, and let's inspire ourselves in what the future can be. Let's not know, let's live. How about that? from the job itself, real estate, to the environment and people I'm along the way. Sounds good? Yeah. Let me just check. And with all that is going on, Paga, today, simply be right where you are. Simply be. Because everything is new. So let it be new and exciting. And if it were to be that this negativity will come forth, appreciate it, love it, take it in hand and show it what we have right in front of us. Yep. There is a little frog who wanted to come work with us today. And this frog is for you today, Paga. Just like this. And what it says right there is tusen tack. It means thank you very much. Or if you're gonna translate it directly, it's 1,000 thank you. Mindfulness and living right here and now, being thankful for where you are and having fun. That is what I have for you today. Look at this little froggy. Just breathe, have fun, and let the world show its face to you. See? Here is exactly what we're talking about, Paga. This, being thankful for what is right here, not what was before. The throne is still there. It's still right here, in fact. But today, this is the message. And it is beautiful. You see? You look at this frog, and instead of saying, oh, he's cute, he looks like he's having a good time, you say, where's my throne? I miss my throne. You're going back to old habits, because that's what you are used to. See, this is a perfect example of what is going on inside your head. So today is a new day. Makes sense? It doesn't matter how much I say this. I want you to say this yourself, because that right there, what I gave you, is the one sentence encouragement today. I want you to say it out loud for yourself. Today is a new day. Perfect timing with the music as well, at least for how much I can hear. Paga, say it out loud. Today is a new day. Good. Good. That is what we have today. Does that feel okay today, Paga? Whoop! Trying to work with the flowers. See? I'm doing the same thing now. Perfect example. It's beautiful the way it is. Earful as always. Yeah, but are you gonna listen to it this time? It's with love, my friend. You know that. Exactly. Thank you, Luna. Today is a new day. And Dixie is back. She's right here. You can see her little paw. Yes. She's ticklish. Oh, we have a very special energy coming in now. Hi, dear. It's beautiful seeing you. Don't be afraid. I know that you like to observe, and that's okay. I hope we can bring you some little joy and warmth and comfort. Kitty, yes. So Luna, you are up, my dear. What would you like today? Come, Dixie. Here she is. Hi. You wanna say hi to the peeps? You wanna say hi? Hello. Can you hear her? Can you hear the purr? You hear her? Oh, you're stuck now, love. You're stuck now. Hi. She used to be indoors before, growing up, and so she never quite learned how to use her claws because her mommy would clip them for her. Well, not clip, what's it called? Trim them for her. But now when she's an outdoors cat, we don't trim her claws so she can use them because she's hunting and climbing trees and all the sorts, and she loves it. But she's not quite gotten used to her claws as of yet, and I don't think she ever will, in fact. But that's just part of her, and she's so excited being an outdoor cat. Oh, at the reboot, that's okay. I'm shifting a lot of things, kind of looking for reassurance. The kitty purr is such a reassurance. Yep. Oh, take care, Pega. Have fun now, okay? And remember, today is a new day. All the love to you. Yeah, was that the reassurance you needed, Luna? Just a little kitty love. We'll have to see if we get a kitty cam. Let's see what we have. I'm gonna see what they would like us to do today, Luna. I'm gonna work with rainbow energy today, meaning beautiful energy filled with all different sorts of frequencies and colors. And I will keep it rather general, but it will also be quite some information that will be silent, so to speak, and we'll see where we end up, okay? Best friend was a kitty, purred so loud. Oh. Okay. See if I can still keep the beam here, because I would love it to be here still, but we will see. I have such a tiny little... No, I have a beautiful table, but for what I want to do now, we will see if the beam can stay. So let's see. There's some kitty hair in here. Okay. So one of your guides is coming through, and you are kind of at this roadblock right now, or you see there's something in front of you, and you wonder, does this mean I should turn back, or should I jump over? Am I on the right track, or should I find some other place, or some other path, some other track? You are on the right track, and what you need is to jump on over, is what they're telling me. Because you see this as a sign, you know, maybe this means that I will have to turn back. Maybe this path is not for me, although I feel it is, okay? So what they're saying is that you need to take the jump over this barricade in front of you. Because it's not that much of a barricade, it's just this little sign, right, that you see. Maybe this means that I should not be going this way. But you are right, you're definitely on the right track. So you know this too, that we can never be on the wrong track, because we're simply living our life and have our paths. But it's also okay that you feel this right now, that maybe you see things, it's okay to see things a little bit more matter-of-factly, as is right now. It's okay to want to bring things down to earth and not just think in the metaphysical or in the metaphorical sense. It's okay to really take a strong, long look at what is going on. You try to live with no regrets, I know. And what we are saying here, that when you feel maybe this is something, maybe this is a sign that I have not been going what is right for me in the right direction, what we want you to know is that it's okay both that you feel this, and it's also okay in the sense that you are on the right path, and it is about jumping over this little obstacle. The sign is there for you to actually realize what it is that you're doing, or rather that you're doing it for yourself. So in the last reading we were talking a lot about your inner child, and today we are talking about the woman in you, the adult, and that you're doing this for her too. Okay. My wand is actually at my office, the one I would like to use today, but it's interesting because we have new friends, but I feel it's someone behind me that wants to work with us, so I will just go get it, okay? It's this little one. I'll take this one too, but it's this little one that wants to work with us. Okay. There's always gonna be obstacles, and what is so beautiful is that now you are starting to accept them too, as being learning curves and points of inspiration, rather than direct truths of you, or proving factors of you not being good enough. Because that is what you've done before, frankly, to hide a little bit from yourself, right? You're going on, and then some source comes to you, or some information that you feel is proving you not being worthy enough. And so because you are used to look down on yourself, this is the path that you choose, or the thing that you choose to do. And now I feel you are starting to see that expansion, that the possibility of them, in a sense that you, as a grown-up woman, also deserve them. So what we are going to do, what they are asking me to do here, is work with this beautiful energy. I'm going to shift it to you, I'm going to transfer it to you, and with these they are telling me that there will come memories of certain parts in your life. And this is a way for you to have that clarification that you are looking for. It is about turning those pages and looking at them in between the lines, if that makes any sense. What is written and has been written in such a tough marker, today we'll be looking between the lines. Okay. Oh, Tara, thank you so much for your subscription for Prime. Oh no, you used your Prime. Thank you so much. I appreciate it truly. For resubbing. Bubbles, enjoy, my friend. I missed you. Okay, so this is filled with associations, with memories, and it's not about rewriting that story, Luna. It's simply about seeing it for the perspective that is working for you now. See? And it's with love. Okay. So here it is. I'm just gonna let it build for a little bit while longer. It warmed my heart that you would use your Twitch Prime on me, on this channel. Thank you, Tara. I'm going back into focus now. Thank you so much. Okay, here we are. Are you ready, Luna? And I'll be finding your frequency. I see what you've been talking about. Let's see. There you are. Hello. And now I'm sending it to you. Now. Starting from over your head, down your body, we are looking at it from different perspectives to find that clarification. There. Sit with it for a little while. It's beautiful. There you have it. Do you feel it? If not, it will come to you. I can sense that it has been received and that you're working with it together with your guides. It's beautiful. Now your energy is responding to it. Do you sense it? Thank you, my friend. But just be honest and be transparent in how you feel, but it is a beautiful little transference. I also see what you've been talking to me about between streams and what we've been talking very briefly about. I can definitely see that and use this also. It's just love, truly. I'm gonna let you breathe a little because that was quite powerful. It's your heart. There are some ancestors who would like to come through as well, so I'm gonna guide them. Just open up that part. It's very much, there's a lot of information, so just sit with it for a little while. Okay. they are. You recognize this, Luna? Just breathe. Let them comfort you, one by one. There is so much to a person than what meets the eye. So with all of your beautiful emotion, just make yourself comfortable and breathe. That opened a very beautiful channel. So beautiful, my friend. So sit with it for a little while. And if you feel you want to talk to me, or if you feel you want to speak up here in chat, or if you want to be by yourself, but I feel this is opening up certain. Right now, just breathe. But if you feel you want to talk about it, you know where to find me. But this is the reassurance that your guides want to send you today. And it's not from me. I'm sorry to have said it like that. It's for you, from you, with you, and with the love of being you. Thank you. We're all part of it. But let it sink in and just breathe and listen. You know this that you like to do in just taking a breath and that you tell everyone else. Just listen. Thank you. Just listen, and if the question comes through afterwards, you can either tell them firstly to yourself, or here in chat, or to me. But right now, all that is spinning, just let it come to a calm. Thank you. Sorry, I had the wrong mouse on the table. sometimes I speak a lot about this with the mirrors and mirroring effects, but I can definitely resonate with how we say so much to other people. And when we look at those words, we try to say them to ourselves, but for some reason, it's almost like sometimes, and this is just the truth of it. This is how I experience the true human part of it, is that sometimes when clients say, and I know that you can resonate with this, both Luna and Tara, I feel, sometimes when people that we have encouraged actually listen to what we've said and say that they start feeling better because of the path that we have found and figured out together, that we're already working on. But some things, when we say some things to certain people and they take it to heart, sometimes it can make me feel, how can I say that to myself? Why does it work for others but not for me? I know that this is something we don't want to talk openly about, because it's about practicing what you teach, right? But it is truth in this. And so when you come to me now, for example, what you are looking for, and it's the same when I come to you, what we are looking for is actually seeing those words that we can give to others and encourage others with, and have others ourselves realize them, and having us realize our worth as we help others realize their own. And that's okay. No one is perfect, and in this profession people say you can't help others before you help yourself, and that is true to the degree of you feeling confident in yourself, in simply being there in the moment, not in what will happen next, but simply being there in the moment. When you're at that level, you yourself can get helped by helping, and it's such a beautiful, beautiful experience and interaction, and it's so important. And so I resonate with this, Luna, because what you are looking for is hearing your own words. And it's quite interesting. I had a session with a beautiful client of mine, and they are someone also who works with giving advice to others, if we can call it advice, seeing things from different perspectives and giving not advice but opportunities or suggestions, let's say, but can't quite give it to themselves. And so I had this little practice that came to me, and I think many probably already do this, but I haven't seen it before in this way and this form, is that we can, when we feel down or when we feel confused, now remember, the confusion is just a beautiful way of seeing our opportunities, and being down is a way to actually being able to look up. But when we're in this, that we feel we don't quite know what to do, or we don't really know how to go about it, and we feel stressed out, and all of these emotions that spin us around into this negative spiral, or if we just feel confused and not inspired by the confusion in general, us who like to give advice to others, or who find this being something that we just do, if we were to sit down, this doesn't work for everyone, but it's something that came through, and I think you probably heard it before, but I like the idea of it. Sit down and you take a piece of paper, pen and paper. I always like to work with pen and paper rather than on the computer, simply because it gets closer somehow, for me personally. Anyway, you sit down and you type out what you are experiencing in first person. I this, I that, and this and this and this. And you be honest in what you're experiencing right now, and what problem you are facing, and what is the irritational point, and what is this little what you've been stabbed with by yourself, so to speak, by life, what is going on, right? And you type it down in a first person point of view. And when you feel, okay, this is what is going on, you sorry, I was just listening. You fold a piece of paper, and you leave it there folded, or you put it away a little, but not too long, not too far, not, you're not going to put it away and then have come back to it 10 years later. Simply fold it away for a little while, stand up, take take something to drink, or have something to eat or drink, take a little walk, move around a little, and then you sit down and you open the folded piece of paper and you read what it says, as if it's someone else telling you this. Okay? And the answer in how to handle the situation will come to you. What you're doing with this is that you are not only helping yourself, but because of being this kind of person who likes to help others in a very direct manner, and not direct, but in the way that you want to be leading your life in helping others. You are helping yourself, but you are also creating a relationship, you heard me talk about this before, to the situation that you are facing. So, when someone then comes to you with a similar situation, similar issue or problem that you were facing writing this document, you will know one way to go about it, in simply having met it before in yourself. So you see what you're doing? There's something that I know I want to try out. Because we are so quick to, it's this, you can't see the trees, you can't see the woods because of the trees. It's a little bit the same when we're standing so close to a wall, it's really difficult to see the building, right? And by seeing it as somebody else has written it to you, you can see the building and the different walls rather than just that one wall, for the people who it resonates with and who it can help, Totally Toad, hi! Beautiful seeing you. And Avaya Ascension, hi! I am well, how are you? I'm very well. I am having there's a little bit of a rough patch in the system, so I'm not streaming as often as I would love to. But being here right now, I'm having a ball, as you say. And we are talking about this, how you can help yourself by taking the position as helping someone else, but with your own words. It's quite interesting for people who like to give advice to others, or they are someone who likes thinking about giving advices but not really know how to put them forward and if it's the right one. So for you, especially with this also, it's about typing out your situation from your own point of view, from your from a first person point of view. And when you typed it down or written it down on a piece of paper, you fold the paper over and you take a little break, and then you come back reading what you've written, but as it was someone else telling you this, someone else having written it. Because then your mind and your brain comes up with a resolution. Like I said, you stood before a wall before and it was difficult to see the building, and now you're allowing yourself to see the building, meaning that next time you see someone who might be facing a similar issue than what you had, you're both given time and voice to that issue. And you also being able to see, well, it worked for me, so I have one perspective of seeing this as be true, maybe for also someone else. I have a particular rough patch. There was the insanity of politics, and then there was COVID-19. And just when I thought I had all done, it became personal. I'm sorry to hear. I hope that we can give you some joy and some bubbles here in our little corner. And always know that you are free to speak up in how you feel. It's beautiful having you here, my friend. Have you had a stroke? If you would like a reading for you or a healing, we have short ones that you can get for channel points, or you can put exclamation point joy if you would like. For you right now, I feel just getting away from it all and spend time here listening to some calm music. I hope you can still hear the music, by the way, and maybe listening to other people's point of view and just getting away a little bit. I hope that can bring you some strength and some joy in who you are, because it's so easy to feel you need to be the capacity of the role of somebody else when things happens. So I hope we can bring some joy to you and your heart, so that you in return can bring that inspiration to the people you love, simply by being you. It's beautiful having you here. Thank you, Avaya. I hope it's okay to call you Avaya, by the way. Avaya or Avaya. But you see what I meant with it? Because you've not asked for reading, so I apologize for jumping like this. But when being unsure if your advice would be the right one for the individual, maybe seeing your own issues and your own advice given to yourself can help you feel that validation. See what I mean? Laughing and holding my own even with the hubby trapped in my basement while struggling to function and get all the bills, including the hospital pay. I think what is important is to also meet your relationship from what it is. I think that finding strength in who you are still the person you were before this happening, and he is still the person he was before this happening. And I think what is coming through, and you're not asked for reading, so I apologize once again for this, but Toad, what I feel, what they are talking about is doing these beautiful things together that you have. I see you paint together, and that can be really difficult because of him not being able to participate in the same way as before. But I feel spending time together doing something that is not focused just on the medical state of the situation, but of who you are as a couple and as people. It's true that he cannot be participating in crosswords or in the thing that you do together in the same way it was before, but that is also beautiful, because then you can see new angles of the individual. It is an absolutely awful situation, but we are alive. And what is so important for both of you is to be able to feel that you can still breathe. Don't remember just what you lost, but rather remember who you are. And appreciate what you've had. See what I mean? All he wants to do is play on his computer. He's still in denial. You're alive and laughing. That's the best place still. If he just wants to sit by the computer, because I'm not reading your energy, Toad. It's just general experience of frequency and the situation. All is unique, but what I feel, maybe let him show you what it is he's doing on the computer. It's super boring, but if you, or it's frustrating, I know, but if you can just show appreciation for what he's spending his time with, he might be able to show appreciation for what you want to spend time doing. It's like the reading I had last stream. Someone came in and asked, is this person good for me? There's a younger individual, and not with this situation, but came in and asked this particular individual, is this person good for me? And I saw in the energy when opening up for the reading that it had to do with them not being focused on them, not focusing on what was important for the other person. So they felt left out. And when I said, well, maybe ask them to show you what it is that they choose to do with their time and see their interest, because they didn't know each other as well as you do, but to take part in their life, that will open up for them feeling worthy enough to take part in yours. You see what I mean? You spent approximately 40 hours in the last week just mucking around in his Minecraft game, even as I cook and clean and shop and judge imagery and juggle imaginary money. But you see, because of how you are putting this forward in this chat, I would say that you are exhausting your energy doing what you feel you have to do in order to show him appreciation, or in order to be the good wife. In your words, you're not telling me that you are doing this you're not actually sharing time with him. Do you see what I'm talking about? It's super frustrating, I know, and it's an awful situation, and you just wish someone would see you in all this. But you gotta understand that it's also a super frustrating situation for him, and he's probably very scared, as you are. So you see the difference in feeling you need to spend time and showing someone appreciation, and actually just breathe and listen. You understand what I mean? But bills have to be paid, groceries have to be bought, to sneak in those hours, denying sleep, to be there for him. No, that's the worst of it, he had a stroke. Yeah, but you are also experiencing this. You're as terrified. You are experiencing the same situation, but from different points of view and with different reactions. But it's just everything is what needs to be done now. But it feels like you are, and I understand why, but because everything needs to just keep on going, it feels like you're rushing to the future. So you're rushing from getting away from where you are right now, when you're actually terrified and rushing to the future because you don't know what it will entail. So you see, he's doing the same thing, but being in his computer, at his computer, denying what is right here, as you are doing the same thing, feeling you need to get a hold on it, being an obligation. When you give yourself time, you have the time. So what is happening is this big block in your life right now that you feel you're trying to push forward, but being terrified of pushing it forward because it might end up falling off. Instead of just actually being here. Bills have always needed to be paid. Groceries have always needed to be forgotten. You know, you always needed to shop and to do groceries. So you see what it is this putting forward a way for you to hide you being afraid. And it's the same thing with him. But like I said, I'm not reading your energy, and if you'd like a reading, put exclamation point joy. I will meet your frequency and we can see it from your perspective. And if you would like to sit down and talk just to me, that is also a possibility. I understand. I can't ever imagine what you're going through, and you feel you can't ever imagine what he's going through, so you have to stick around and appreciate him for who he is. But you see, you are both hiding from being scared and afraid of what might happen. And so you don't want to lose what is here and now, so you're actually holding on to it in such a way that you are suffocating it and yourself. And that's okay, because that is where you are right now. But acknowledging it is part of the answer. Yeah, I know. So I hope that this community can give you something. And if you would like to speak with me and just have something to have your heart be heard, I am an intuitive counselor and healer, and I can definitely talk to you in the capacity of intuitive counselor if you would like. But you see, the way you feel you're taking over the stream is the same way you feel you're taking over his life and your own. You feel you're suffocating everything. And if you would like someone to try to find those answers, and you feel this way of trying to find it, to categorize it and having it be, getting an understanding of it in a way that you can handle with all the emotion going on, I hope that you can find it in yourself. But like I said, if you'd like to talk to me, I would love for you to come and talk to me, because I would love to hear you out. Simply because I feel you just want to be you. You want to be able to laugh without also crying at the same time. And what it's about is realizing the beauty of those tears and the laughter. But it's so difficult when you're in the middle of it. I just don't know how to keep feeling strong. I need to feel the strength to keep going with all that demands to be done, even as I keep finding my laughter and dance daily. But you're not living. But you are alive. And because of it, we can find a way to take a step back from the wall and see the building as we spoke of before. My friend, if you feel you would like to start a process with me and we can work with this together, I would love to help you. Although I feel you are feeling that I might be saying so just to gain a client, that's not what I'm saying. I hope in any way or form that this community can come in and give you that little joy. And if you would like a reading here, put exclamation point joy, or with the channel points you can have different things done. If you would like a reading just you and I, or open up a process you and I, the easiest way to find me is on Discord, but you can also send me an email. Or just hang back and just be in this community to breathe. I hope that in some way or form this little time can give you some joy, because you are an absolutely beautiful person. And you have always been fighting. You've always been fighting for someone else, waiting till you get your own return to breathe. And it always seems to become worse. here in this community, we wish to see you for you. I understand. Thank you for following, my friend. Welcome to this community. Welcome to this little corner. What you can do is that you can, if you'd like a reading, if you like shorter ones, you can find them underneath on the channel points. If you'd like a longer one, healing or reading, you put exclamation point joy, as in joyous, exclamation point joy. And if you would like to start a process with me, simply meaning us meeting you and I, you can send me an email or join on Discord, because I have some spaces unoccupied, so to speak. I would love to talk to you, but it's how you feel. Beautiful. So, first, we have Tara, Inky, and then we have you, Todd. Okay. So Tara, what would you like today, my friend? Would you like a healing or a reading, general or specific? And both things now, to both of you, don't feel like you're taking up each other's spaces, because you both have the tendency of doing so, of thinking you do so, because you're both very people-orientated people, but I think you understand what I mean. You both always been fighting for receiving appreciation for who you are by being there for others. And so both of you are right now feeling you're taking up space for one another. You're not. Okay? I'm just making sure that I have been putting my energy in the right places. I've been very busy, but I think it's going to pay off. Yep. So you would like a reading today, Tara? Is that what you'd like? Of course. Specific? Or specific? I feel. Ish, yeah. Let's see. There we are. Aha! Interesting. Okay. So, Tara, your body, my dear friend, you're working so... I can hear the laughter already. You're working so much on your mind, right? And you're creating all these different beautiful opportunities for yourself, and I applaud you. It's absolutely amazing what is happening. But your body, Tara, we've spoken about this. You need to think also about your physical body. That is what will lead you through this. That is what will provide you strength in what you're doing and confident. You've been taking peppermint, that's good. But you know, with the sleeping and you know, with taking care of yourself, they are still saying there's something that you're still putting other people above yourself. You're always gonna do, but you're doing it in a different manner now. And I see that you're doing the work, but they are still talking about listening to your body and really listening to what it says, because it feels like the tummy. I'm gonna hang on. I need to do this. Peppermint is good, but I will see. Because they're still talking about your body, Tara. That's interesting. You know how you are telling other people how... This is quite an interesting energy because I feel you are contradicting yourself. I feel you are quite dual in how you look at your own situation. So I'm gonna go for one perspective and the other. So you know how you look at people who are in a particular situation where you see it's a rather simple solution to it. You know that there's never a simple solution, there's never a quick fix, but you know this feeling when you wish you could just have this being done, when you could just... Mostly you're trying to keep it thinking about, you know, how you're very well an advocate for in simply breathing is also part of life and simply being, you know. But sometimes it's also this feeling that we can see the solution being so clear in some instances. And what I'm thinking is that you're overlooking your own clearness or your own easy solutions in what you are doing. You are on a beautiful way forward, and you are on a very, very fast traveling, beautiful road that is completely new in the sense of what it opens up for you to be doing. But it is the body in you and the physical body that will keep you going. So it feels like you are overlooking and you're overthinking your own health in a physical sense. Do you understand what I mean? If this makes any sense. Because it feels like the most foundational precautional things that you can do in order to keep your body going is a little bit overlooked by the more advanced matters. And you are definitely, you know, you with stress and what we spoke about before, it is your best friend in this, because it will have you keep on going, because now it is a hightail road, you know, now we're going. But your body needs to be able to keep up with that. You're in a mindset where you can do it, but your body is the one that will lead you through it and giving you, essentially supporting your breathing and being there, giving you breath and giving you anything, you know, being able to do it in the first place. And so your body is the one that we need to look at, because that is where you first might get exhausted, right? And so it's about these easy measures. You need to take better care of yourself and never eat until dinner time, then sometimes not even then, You always gotta eat and laugh, yeah. You know, it's just the simple measures, because what you're doing is for you in such an advanced level that you thought, wow, how did I get here? And now what can I do with this? You know, you start to see the possibilities in what is going on, what is happening, and it's absolutely amazing. But you need to look at the easy measures you can take in order to support that body leading you forward. And I spoke to you about this before, but they are still talking about it, you know. I sense that you see results also in your physical body because of you feeling more confident in your emotional and mental one, especially with your stomach. They're not saying how that is going, but they're telling me that you can see a difference. And you spoke about the peppermint before. I just see that there is definitely a clear difference in you now also being connected to your body in a different sense, in a new way that you would not be able to be before. But I still also feel like you need to remember to take care of the body in the simplest ways, because it will very easily get exhausted. And when the body gets exhausted and you won't be able to do what your mind hopes to be doing, that will exhaust also the mind and the mentality, as you have experienced before. If I skip meals, I end up hungry. I end up making everyone else's lives hard. And yourself, Amanda. But you see, Tara, what I'm saying with this. It's very simple. You are demanding things of your body because you now see opportunities. And you're demanding things of your body because you're no longer demanding things of your mind, because you start to see the opportunities of what you can actually do. But you know also this visual circles where you stop paying attention to the body, and the body will in turn stop paying attention to your mind, or it can't actually provide with that extra energy that you need in order to be able to think and in order to be able to lead this forward. Take better care of myself and life will get better. You get easier. You are taking care of yourself, but you need to take those simple measures of eating, for example, of sleeping in a way that your body can breathe. It's really these very, very fundamental things left, because you have all the other things are really starting to turn up for you. All the other things are, you're starting to connect yourself to you, and you start building that backbone that I always talk about, that backbone. But you need to also see what that is connected to in your body, because you know this, Tara. You know how it is when the body gives up, so that your mental health disintegrates because of it. And so these easy measures, keeping in a schedule, for example, let that be part of it. You know how important it is for other people. It's important for you too. I haven't slept on my beanbag since last we spoke. Good. It's good, but I still feel you still have these things that you are not doing for yourself that could be so easy, right? They were actually talking about that, how you have made difference, but they're still talking about how you can even just put it into the schedule, let it be part of it, the eating, right? Taking walks, using other parts of the body than what you do in your work, so to speak. Let the rest also function, let the rest also be in practice, right? Just, it's interesting because your tummy has been better, no? Or would you not agree? Because I do see you being more connected to yourself, and in that connected to how you're feeling, and in that also being able to heal what you have been feeling. So what we are talking about is you going in 100%, 110% in what you do. You will not be able to put that focus into the body in a way that you could have done otherwise. And so by simply, don't even have to remember, but simply making into a habit of taking care of yourself, eating when should, and exercise when you need to, is important. And I'm not saying exercise your body, because you do a lot of, in your work and what you work with, but also the mind, for the mind's peace and quiet. Because you're going in 110% in this, you need to just have this going so that you can keep on going. It's really that simple. But I love it that you're not slept on the beanbag. I absolutely love that. But also this going outside and taking a vacation, sleeping underneath the stars. They were mentioning it the first thing when we opened up, because you said that you've been sleeping outside before, but this is bringing it into a way of finding peace and quiet. It's a way for you to get away. I would love that for you, to be able to actually be underneath the stars in a way. Meditating keep flashing in my head. Yeah, could be, definitely. Just make time, and meditation doesn't have to be this one thing that you sit down and do that takes a certain amount of time. It's simply about being outdoors, especially for you, Tara. Going to that water source and just being underneath the sky is so important, in a way to let your head rest and your mind speak, actually, because you listen so much. Take the 10-minute ride. Yeah, I'm doing it today. Good. Do that. It's perfect. So, you wanted to know if you're on the right track? Of course you are. It's absolutely amazing what you found. Just remember to take care of that body in the easiest way, and you will thrive. But I love it that the beanbag is gone. It makes me so happy, my friend. I'm gonna see. They're also talking about what you put your focus on, because you really are focusing on yourself right now. And I'm talking in terms of your relationship. And it is really important that you do this, because I feel this is especially, or in the same way that you've been feeling, that this is how I get my answer, is looking and being me, being with myself, being in who I am and doing what I love. And that truly is right. So the last little thing that I wanted to say is that it's okay to feel the way that you do, and it's okay to focus on your goals and what you want to do. It was just this little thing. So there was this little figurine that wanted to come through, and it actually has to do with our relationship, Tara, because there is something in that I want us to talk about. And I know that there is this with the medication that you've been discussing and thinking of. And this little figurine wants to come through because I think there's still something we can do together if it resonates and if you feel like it. Because it's this little figurine. And I know that we spoke about, and what I felt before, that I would love to in some way or form work with you. And I still feel that. But I think there is something still that we can work with having to do with medication, especially. And then just putting this into a schedule is something that you can do yourself in taking care of your body. But it's still that little last push in order to find that strength within to take this last little bit and just live. So it's a bit different for what usually comes through, but I truly think they are asking me to help you in this, with this last little push, and then just go off and live your life, truly. And then we can come back and see what we can do together. But now I feel what you need to do is simply make a schedule for yourself because when I see a schedule with you, it's every other people's needs. And I think we need to put in also those very small things that can help you help your body. The same way you've been doing, but on easier in an easier way, right? And then I want us to look at this with the medication and with the medication especially, and to see how we can handle that we've been talking about before. And then I want you to go off and simply live your life, and after a little while I would like you to come back and we talk about relationship if you still feel comfortable with me. And after that we can see how maybe we would like to work together. But this is truly the plan I see for you now, if you would resonate with it, and I love it. Yeah. Ebora, hi. Pudmisera. Oh, there is so many people here. Hi, it's beautiful seeing you guys. I would love to always be in contact with you. I'm horrible about Twitch, but I'm always on Facebook, yeah. But it is this last little push that they're asking us to do when it comes to your medicine and your medical, how you look at yourself in that sense. And so I would love to see that with you. But then I want to let you go for a little while and just have fun, and then maybe come back and we'll look at relationships if you feel like it, how you feel you want to move on forward. But you need this little space for yourself as well, so that you have been feeling is definitely right. Seems good? Yeah? Yeah, indeed. Mm. That is actually what I have for you today. Just remember the small things, the easy things. And thank you for the beanbag. I love it. Yeah. It's weird, I haven't even felt the urge to get on Twitch. It's like I know I'm okay. Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate you, Tara. Just listen to you first. It's the most important. Thank you, my friend. It's beautiful seeing you again. I missed you. Just get in contact with me for this last little push. If you feel like it. Thank you, my friend. So, Toad? Working hard to sit on my hands, but me. Yeah. I'm actually gonna challenge you because I would need to go to the loo for just a couple of minutes. Would that be okay? I will just pop to the loo and then I will be back in just a minute and we will do your reading. That be okay, my friend? Because I really want to focus because there is many energies coming into this. Me too, yeah? Yeah. Hello, comrades. I just want to say, Thanos? What is it, my friend? Can I say? Oh, the N-word. It will not be accepted, but we know what you're referring to. Everyone is welcome, and every opinion is welcomed. And you can say what you like to me, but we keep it in a respectful manner for the other people who are here in chat. But I hope that we can bring you some joy, some bubbles. I just popped to the loo and I will be back in a couple of minutes and then we will do the reading or the transmission to Toad or for Toad. Okay, I'll be back very shortly. We have a little kitty here. I don't know if you can see her, but she's right here to keep you company. I'll be right in just a minute. See you soon. And there's the microphone. See you soon. Hello, I'm back. I don't know why it says the queue is empty, because Totally Toad, you are here, my friend, don't worry. Hi. So, this will probably be the last reading I do today. We'll see. I just need to breathe a little, sorry. I was running all over the house. So, you wanted a reading, Toad? Or would you like a reading or a healing? Specific or general? It's the question I always ask. Sorry, I'm a little bit out of breath. You do not impose on me at all, my friend. I love it that you are here. And like I said before, you are not taking up anyone else's space. Because this is you. This is your space. You asked for a reading, so my friend, let's see what comes through. And you can tell me how you feel. But I want to give you just a little appreciation, really. You want a healing? Okay. Then we work with a healing. General or specific? So do you want a general or a focused healing? Somewhere you feel you want to focus on, or just in general? Focused? Where would you like me to focus it? Your soul. I want to come in and work with the tension you have from your heart up to your ears. It is, I would say, connected to your different bodies. So it's not just the physical one, but it manifests in the physical one as well as in the emotional one, right? But I want to work right here and up to your ears is what I'm feeling. So I'm gonna start somewhere around here. Let's see. Which one would like to work with us? This one, it's a new one. Let's see. So let's see your chart. Yeah, okay. So there is a point here by your ears down here. It definitely has to do with not being able to communicate what you truly feel. So what we're gonna work with is the emotion of being left out in your own life. Meaning that building up your own life and not being able to have people see you being part of it. Because the focus is always and has always been on other things. And it's also working with that cluster you have down under the sole of your feet, on your left foot, they're telling me, underneath the sole. There's a cluster also there that I will work with that is connected to you being ashamed of feeling this way. It's not shame per se, but it started out in shame and then it has just grown into being part of your body, part of you, or your experience. But first off, we're gonna start right here. Okay, you have an energetic thread that has been cut here. So I will go in and I will pull the different sides of the threads and I will stitch them together, helping with this natural flow. It is not something that is a quick fix, this, but I hope it can help a little in breathing a little easier, because you have very shallow breathing and it's understandable. Okay. I'm gonna move this beam a little bit over to the side. Okay, because I want to come in a little bit closer. So I'm right by your collarbone now. I would like to, or underneath your collarbone, I would like to go up here. It's just out of shot, I apologize. I'm gonna pull in this little thread. There. And to it, I will put a little bubble. I'm gonna ask my guides to hold that. Then I will bring the other part of that thread. There it is. So tiny, tiny. And I'm putting a bubble on there. Okay. I'm taking these parts and I'm slowly, oh, they want to go back, it's okay. Slowly gonna pull them back together. Let them integrate right there. Very good. Now I'm gonna stitch these together. I'm sorry, it's just out of shot. There. I'm gonna take a little plaster of energy to have the stitches heal. There. And because that is my energy, I will take a little feather from your guides with yours. So it's just your energy. Pure. There. You feel it's almost getting a bit sore instead. The breathing, it was very shallow. Now it's almost a little sore instead. I'm gonna pull in a little bit of my healing dust that helps clear the channels. It's from the meridian flesh. There you are. Which is a beautiful energy that I've just started working with. It is an old Chinese traditional medicine, or not traditional, but energetic medicine from China, 5,000 years old. It's absolutely beautiful. So now, yeah, raw, that's a better word. That's a much better expression, because it feels, more like this. But before it was just, so now it's a little bit rough, or raw, yeah. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna bring this beautiful energy that we opened up also down into the chest and continuing down your stomach, so that we open up the breathing channels, or the channels for clear breathing. Like I said, it's not a quick fix, but you will see as we bring in a little bit more powder into this main channel you have in your chest. There you go. Good. Now it almost starts to hurt a little. Tell me if you don't resonate. This is simply how I experience it. So I'm simply gonna bring it down very gentle. I will put in a bubble right here in the middle of your chest as well, to help stabilize the organs when they start accepting more air into the airflow. better. That's better. Now the breathing feels more natural, to me at least. That's how I feel. Now going down the stomach with this. Gonna activate your own healing orbs just underneath your rib cage to help stabilize this breathing onto and into the rest of the body at a pace that you feel is not overwhelming. I'm no doctor, my friend, but the pain you start to experience here now, or will experience, I just feel it as being something that you experience when you have not taken air down properly into your lungs and into your stomach for a long time. They're not quite used to, the organs not quite used to dealing with airflow. Hence you will experience a little bit of pain, a little bit of growing pain, if you will. And always listen to your physical body and you first. Always listen to the doctor's advice first. But this is how I feel in this moment. Okay? How do I keep this with me through the next several weeks? Just believe in yourself. Do you feel, first off, be honest with yourself. Do you feel a difference in your breathing, Toad? Because I feel it being calmer, more open airflow. We still have the arms, the legs, the feet are all very closed off still, and coolness around here. But we need to spread this beautiful energy out into your body at the pace that you can work with. So this will happen naturally. It is something I thought the meditation had kept me breathing. It can definitely do, and it could definitely have been. But I feel a difference, a calm and a grounding sensation. So what you can do in order to have this going is simply to remember that. Simply remember this experience and know that this is you, my friend, when you meet you. I will work with your foot. I'm gonna come back and we can talk about how you can work with this as well. Because if you would like me to stay with you, we can start a process, but this is something you also can do on your own. But if you would like someone to be with, it's a beautiful thing. And if you feel that you would feel comfortable with it being me, you are more than welcome. But this is you listening to you. So I'm gonna work with your foot, okay? Your left foot, underneath the sole of your foot, you have this very, very sensitive area that sometimes is prone to swelling, but swelling in the sense that it just gives off this feel. I just feel there's something there, okay? So I'm gonna go in, and this is a cluster. So what I will do, I will see if this one still wants to work with us, with the cluster. It's the cluster of the emotion of judging yourself for feeling like you want to see yourself in your own life and feeling even less worthy in experiencing this, in feeling so. You roll your left ankle. This is something else I feel, but hopefully it can help with this too. But this is underneath the sole of your foot. And so I want to work with this cluster. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm simply gonna open up. I'm gonna bring this cluster out. Let's see where we have it. There it is. I hope that it can help with the ankle as well. We can look at that too if you'd like, but I want to work with this cluster right now. So I'm going to bring it out. There it is. And this has to do with trauma, in a sense. So therefore it is anchored all over your body. So I will not be able to bring it out in its entirety. But what we can do is that we bring it out and then we meet it and appreciate the part of it that we can see to have it spread to the rest. See if you want to give up. There, beautiful. We're gonna meet this. Gonna bring in some bubbles. This has also a lot to do with your mother and how you wish that it could be different. They're not telling me too much because you did not ask for a reading, but it has definitely to do with motherhood and your mother in particular. But also this feeling, this feeling that so many can resonate with, of not being worth enough to have your own spots, but doing and fighting so much to build up your own life, and then people are just looking right over your head or straight through your heart and miss you. And so what we are working with is the judgment that you feel with yourself, feeling these feelings. So I'm gonna very, very slowly bring this to your inner child to meet. There. And very, very gently, we're providing love and appreciation. I'm gonna let this back into the body to very, very slowly have it be part of that natural flow instead of the blockage. There. That also helped a little with the reading, with the healing, breathing. Sorry, I get a little hiccup in the middle of it. I felt an energy. There, that's good. So now the confusion is coming back in because there's so much emotion that you're working with right now. I'm gonna make sure to help your own healing orbs handle this, and so it is in a pace that you can handle, because of everything going on. It just gets very much too much in a very rapid phase. So we're gonna make it so that it is in a pace that feels comfortable for you. Okay. I'm just gonna close that up because it starts bleeding a little, which means that you resonate, which is beautiful. You're starting to feel a lot of appreciation for what I'm doing and for me. Do not have to thank me, thank yourself, is what I feel, okay? But you're starting to bleed a little, and that's okay. It is beautiful that you now dare do this for yourself, my friend. And it could have been anyone, it does not have to be me. But it's beautiful that you give yourself the opportunity to reach out to anyone. You've tried before in your way, not taking up too much space. I want you to take up this space. Because this is an interaction between you and I take up as much space in your life as you do in mine, okay? So now your own energy. So we can, the last little thing in this healing today, we can take a look at that ankle, if you would like, with the, just see if there's anything that we can help do, and there is. We can try to shift, you have a little energetic thread that has been coursed to the side a little bit. So what we can do, and it's muscles basically, what we can do is bring that back slot it back onto where it's supposed to be, so to speak. It's a process that would have happened ways, but we can help it heal. But I'm not gonna do anything else after this because your body needs the rest, okay? But very, very slowly. There. That's good. Okay. And just providing some healing. Oh, it's going sliding back. We need to put a little supportive bubble here. There we go. Just to hold it in place, because it's sliding a bit. Okay. Sorry, it wanted to slide back a bit. I just want to put it into position. Okay. So, it's sliding a bit. It is something that will heal. I would love to perform a focused healing for you on this if you would like. It is gonna heal anyway, but if you would like, my friend, I would love to perform a focused healing. I would also love to meet you so that you do not have to be alone in this, but it's all up to you how you feel. And no matter, we have worked with activating your own healing orbs inside yourself, and it is something that will take time, and you can do it by yourself, and you can also do it by asking for help. You do how you feel. If you feel you would like to get in contact with me, you are more than welcome to start a process with me, my friend, or just have a little healing done. It's how you feel. But I hope no matter that this healing today can give you a little something. How to get in contact, or what do you mean? Hi, Kathy. What you can do is you can join us on Discord if you feel like it. There is where the session is held. And we have Discord, we have a little link to it here on Twitch, but I can see if we can put it in chat as well. There it is. Or you can send me an email, which you also find down here. It's vhe@vheintuition.com. So v@vintuition.com, which is our company's name. Or you can just send me a DM or a PM or however you feel like. The sessions and the processes are held on Discord, so it's the easiest way to get in touch with us. But it's how you feel. How would I start a more focused conversation? If you want here on Twitch, which is open for everyone, of course, you can ask for a reading. Or if you would like one with me, we can, it's contacting me on Discord, that's the easiest option. Oh wow. Thank you so much for your subscription, my friend. This means a lot to me. Welcome with the bubbles. You have the bubbles now. So it's how you feel. You can either take readings here, open in chat, or have a personalized process. And it is a company, so it is my profession. But the cost for it, the fees that we take, is something that we discuss, you and I, in order to fit your life. So I have this policy that you pay as much as you can, and so that it fits your life and nothing more. And if that is nothing at the moment, that's okay. What is important is to meet your well-being. So you do how you feel, my friend, but the door is open for you should you feel you want to do it. No, I totally understand. So if you would like a personalized process with me, if you feel comfortable with me, get in touch on Discord and we'll put you in. We'll book you in if you feel like it. No matter, I feel like you've helped me. I'm so thankful. I'm so glad to be hearing it, my friend. This is what I have for you today, because I want your body to have a little rest now. It should, if you type Discord, yes. So here again. Sorry, I have my keyboard on the on the floor. There is how you find us, and we can talk about what kind of process you would like and how we go about it. It's all for your well-being, my friend. And also like I said, the subscription plan is something that we come up with that suits you and your well-being. Okay. So, I took cardio. It's beautiful seeing you here. Sorry for mispronouncing your name. The thing with me, or how I work, is that I can't keep anything in my head. I work with energy in the sense that my brain has been rebooted so many times so that I don't actually I have a little memory bank, of course, but I couldn't tell you what is going on in the world. I can look at it right now in the Akashic libraries, and I can make the discussion from there. But me personally, how I see things and from my own memory bank, I don't actually have any to talk about. So all I can do is see it what it is right now. And with the politics in question, I have no... What we need to remember is that everyone is human, right? And right now, I feel I have no opinion on the matter right now, simply because I feel I'm also very tired. But what do you feel, and how do you look at it? You're not much in tune with Discord. I'm thoroughly grateful for your regrounding for me. Of course, my friend. Discord is the platform we use to hold the sessions because it's simply the easiest way to go about it. So what you can do is simply have your username there, and you don't have to join the server, so to speak, if you don't like. We can, of course, do it in another way. We can meet in Zoom or Skype, for example. But I do recommend Discord simply because that is usually the platform we use. You've been labeled an angel, guru, and unicorn in my time. I know how to be kind and loving. Yeah. You know what I say when people ask me what to call me? Because I've been labeled an angel, and I've been labeled a prophet, or prophet, yeah, that's what they call, right? And guru. What I say, the most beautiful title you can give me is human, is Sarah. That's my name. I grew up wanting to be an angel. I felt like a monster, wanting to be reminded, or wanted to be recognized as an angel, right? You recognize this, you feel like a monster, and you wish that people would remember you being an angel, and you try to fit into those shoes. And then came my time when I met my fiance, and he said, well, I'm sorry to tell you, but you're human. And that was the most awful thing I could have heard. And then I slowly but surely started to feel it being okay with being human. And then I met a medium who once again told me that you're an angel, you're a reincarnated angel. And I got so upset with, I've just don't start this with me again, you know? And then I got back into being human, and now I have a friend saying that they're an angel, but I'm not from that universe, so I'm not you all of this. What I feel is the most important thing is to actually be me. It doesn't matter what we call ourselves, but it does matter how we look at ourselves. And also Guru, Prophet, Angel, yeah, none of these, that is me, though I am definitely about love and tolerance and acceptance. I had to tell me that I was human for a while, yeah. Being kind and loving is my best place, yeah. And being you, because you know you still have all the other emotions. Life has been so hard lately, yeah. So if you feel like it, my friend, you're welcome back here anytime. But I would love to start a process in where you can meet you. Simply have the time for yourself. And I would be privileged if you want to do that with me, but it's how you feel. Contact me if you feel like it, in any way or form, and let's find a way that suits you. Or, with love, my friend, take care. But yeah, human was really difficult for me to accept that I was. I'm just trying so hard to keep it together. You're terrible with Discord, that's okay. If Zoom or Skype suit you better, it works for me too. It's okay. But it's not that difficult. You simply put in a username and you say, you get an invitation from the server that happens automatically, and you say, okay, I want to join. And then you're in the server, it's gonna say this is for adults, and you say, okay, fine, I'm okay with that, and then you're in. It's really that easy. And then it will say in chat, oh, totally hopped in. And people will go, hi, welcome. And then I will contact you. If you feel it's difficult to know how to contact me, I can contact you. And you will see a little mark popping up on the left side of the screen. Someone is talking to you. You click it and it says the intuition, and I am there. And then you can just type me. Yes, I'm the intuition. That's me. So welcome to our little corner, my friend. I feel this is what we do today, dearies. I am rather tired, and I feel it has been an absolutely beautiful stream today. I am so thankful being back. I will try to be here on Saturday, so that it is suitable for more people, but we will have to see what happens. I need to take care of the system and be there for my twin, but I will do my best and I will let you know. This is also why Discord is so good, because then you will have all the information on when we are streaming next and what is coming on, and a little bit behind the scene knowledge, right? Think you said hi. Oh, welcome, my friend. Thank you. Hi, Paga. We are just ending the stream here, but it was beautiful, and I will, as I said, hopefully be back on Saturday. I always try to be here once a week at least. It has to do with my bookings as well, of course, but I will try to always have a session on Twitch, so I stream at least once a week so that anybody can join. But it was beautiful today, beautiful meeting you totally, and thank you so much for your subscription, for your follow. Thank you so much, Tara, for your resub, your Twitch Prime. And thank you so much, Volt, for your kind donation. And once again, thank you, Kepi, for your kind donation before stream. And thank you all for being here today. and for this beautiful little Tuesday. And I hope that you will have a lovely, lovely evening, night, day, morning, wherever you are, whoever you are. Thank you for being you. Have you heard of the bean candle? Wish there were an alien emote. We're gonna work on it. It's right here, right? Thank you. Oh, thank you so much, Crypt Yo-Yo. Crypt. Oh, yo. Thank you for your follow. Welcome to our corner. I hope we can bring some joy and some love and some laughter, as we say. Hugs and bubbles to all of you, and I see you very, very shortly. And like I said, the easiest way to get in contact with us and stay with the community and just hang out and be you is Discord. There are many people who like to just be there and who doesn't say too much, simply because they want to have a space where they can simply breathe. So if you show up and not too many people answer you, don't take it personally. It is a safe space for us to be us, a little corner on the internet. Thank you so much for today, and I see you very, very soon. Happy Tuesday. See you soon. Oh, bye guys. Oh, bye.
That's good. No, Sarah! Oh my god, hi!